Thanks very much to everybody. I'm just going to be sitting down today. Thank you for popping over. I appreciate everybody that comes over and visits me in my space. You can see I'm setting up for usually a beach photograph up here, but I decided that since it's winter time and I don't usually move things around too often, that this needs to be shifted once in a while, because when I'm selling stock, the photographs need to be according to the season. So I think this is a good time to put these up. I just want to, because I missed out on talking a little bit about Madonna. Madonna had her performance, like a world tour. I don't know where she's heading right now, but she has been doing some fantastic things. I think I spoke about her not feeling too well. So she's been performing and doing really well, and her daughters and children actually went over and joined her for this last performance, which was quite phenomenal. I haven't gone to any of her shows, but I absolutely love her because she's Madonna and she's fantastic, and she's just, there's only one of her out there, which is the whole point. And then Barbra Streisand had just done a little interview on CBS News, which was very interesting, on Sunday, which was yesterday. And yeah, if you want to take a look at her history, her memoir, her lifestyle, how she experienced music in the time that she did, her performances with Judy Garland, her friendships with her, and then she ended up becoming like a director in the end. So I'm not going to get too much into it, but she's absolutely a phenomenal singer. Phenomenal. I mean, there's not one Barbra Streisand out there. And then she did the movie prior to what Lady Gaga had done. At the moment, I'll put it in the link. And how Lady Gaga portrayed her. So go check that out. It would be nice for you guys to see the interview. It's very cool. I wonder if I could put the link down below. Might be enjoyable to watch if you're interested in her. Barbra Streisand, that is. Madonna, I'm sure, has thousands of interviews. But those are the two main musical kind of inputs that, that have been going around the past couple of weeks. I missed out on having like a brief discussion on it, so I'm just filling you in now. Dolce is doing fine. I got him like a house because even though people say rabbits are not hard to maintain, they're actually harder than you think, especially if you're in a country on your own, not living with your family, and you have nobody to support you besides a husband, for instance. You have to find a solution as to how to take care of everything. You're not just doing the household chores, you're maintaining the pets. I'm the groomer for the pets now too. I'm Dior's groomer. I do everything. It's like having children. It's like having kids. You have to open those doors to allow yourself to be the caretaker for all and everything. And that's what I am right now for all of these babies. So that's where we are right now. I want to just briefly go through GarageBand. There is another mechanism I haven't really spoken too much about on how. I don't think I've even done it. So I'm going to walk you guys through another way to do these loops. Now, the loops you have individually. Here, and do this now. We're just going to do loops today. We're not going to just show you how to put it together. Okay, so we're going to start a new one. Okay, so this is let's go back to this. This is what it looks like when you enter GarageBand at the beginning. It's almost the same as Logic. Now, I would recommend going to start a track on GarageBand first before moving into Logic, even though you could do it both ways. It's easier to start with GarageBand. So we're going to press New, and in your computer, it's going to be set up slightly differently, obviously, right? We're going to press New, and you see over here, there's that little cross. That's an ad. Loops or instruments. We're going to do loops today. So it gives you a whole list of loops. Okay, so this is something that you guys might want to try. And I have been using this for Facebook because I am on that program, and I have to make sure that the copyright claims are absolutely on track, and I'm not doing anything that's out of the ordinary. I realize that there is a method that Facebook prefers you to use when you upload tracks onto your Reels. So this is what I've been doing so far. It's been okay, no issues. Okay, so instruments. You can see the instrument section over here. We're going to go to instruments. You can select the type of instrument. So let's start with all drums. Okay, so let's hear what there is. Okay, so 2 bars. We're gonna just come up with, consider this like it reminds me of a deck when you do DJing. First you have to hear a couple of sounds, right? Before you manifest anything. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're going to start over here, loops. So you just need to go into the loop section, start new. This is what it looks like when it's new. And you could probably slow these down once you're... Oh, I like that. Okay. So then it goes into, so you drag and send it over. Now you could do a whole row of rhythmic beats or whatever, or you could go down, so you could play them separately. So there's a grid that you can, okay, let's try another one. Nope, don't want that. Okay, so you delete it by going through, there's a little, okay. So we're gonna go back there, loops. Oh, there might 9 more. No, we'll do that later. Let's go back. Sorry. So you can add in new ones. So these loops are all from the ones that you download. But you can mix them up now. I'll put this down here. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, that's cool. Now we're going to add some instruments. We'll add it there. Oh, I like that too. Oops. Hold and then drag, right? So there, you could put it in different sections, or you could go down. Now, what happens when you do it here, across, like landscape, if you go across, you wouldn't be able to play all of them at the same time. If you go down, you can play all of these at the same time. So, like for instance, let's do this. Or let's do this. Let's start with one. I don't know, it doesn't sound right. And you want to make sure it's in the same key, because you can hear that if you don't have it in the same key. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so that's just a trial run. So once you're ready and you feel comfortable, you can then record. And then once you record, this track, when it's complete or when you feel it's complete, then goes directly into Logic Pro X. So that's just this is just some general information. And then if you want to record this particular sound onto like a Facebook, for instance, you can use the voice, and I think I have another video, I'll put it on the link. But you can use the voice record and then hold that down and then play whatever you want to play. As long as it's not one individual loop, like Apple says, you can use this as long as you don't use the one loop to mark it. So you have to create something of your own to make it viable for yourself. Okay, let's record something. Okay, so you could, say that that's your track. Okay, now you can just play it back for yourself. Okay. And then there are other things you can do. You can go in and adjust the volume. So if it's too loud on the drums, you can lower the volume on the drums. You could go into the original format or the format that we're used to, and you adjust the volume here. You just press wherever you want to press. I don't know. You know, you can move it around. So there are things you can do. There's like a, yeah. You can do the EQ and all that stuff on here. You know, if you're going to do editing and stuff, I would still recommend probably transferring this onto the computer and then sending it over. But you could do simple kind of like adjustments on your iPad or your phone. I record on my phone, so I'm not really going to use the phone, but it's exactly the same thing. It's just larger and it's just easier to use. So these kind of things you can use for, like, I put these kind of things in the backtracks for my YouTube channel and then also my Facebook Reels. Yeah, I think I just wanted to touch up on that because I've started doing this again. This time it's just on the voice record with Facebook because they obviously have a format that they want you to kind of go according to. You can create your own stuff, but you have to make sure it's absolutely created. With, like, if you're going to do loops, do it this way. This is the better approach. So arigato gozaimashita, thanks for popping over. I just wanted to show a new thing that I was kind of playing around with. So instead of just doing it from the actual downloads that you get from here, like sections that they kind of organize for you both with Logic and GarageBand, you can actually create your own new version of the loops that they give you into your own type of sound. So that's what this is. This is totally different from anything else that they've kind of put together, so you create it on your own. And that's it. And then you can use this for, other things. So arigatou gozaimashita. I'll be taking more photographs of these boys soon. And thanks for popping over. Sorry, my hair is wet. I am growing it out. Like you can see, I'm gonna just do my roots brown now because I think it's just, I'm a little stressed out and I don't think I need to do all of these things that I've been doing. So now I can kind of relax. And I will start putting my Christmas ornaments over here. This is where it's gonna go. So I'll set that up soon. Thanksgiving first, and then people usually put the Christmas ornaments out. But I started off with the backdrops that I use for my Poshmark shows and photographs that I take, and that's where I am right now. Arigatou gozaimashita, and thank you for popping over, and I will speak to you guys in the next one.